Good morning. Oh my gosh, how are you? It's been a busy week for me. Super duper busy. Just focusing on my business, getting it off the ground, realizing that, not only do I have to take care of my household, but I also have to take care of things in my business. That means marketing, content, anything you can think of. It's all falling on me, and I feel like I'm doing a good job moving through everything. Not the best, but I will get better. Resources will come to me, I'm sure, to help me get things done. The other day, this is why we got to find those moments where we can just laugh and let go. The other day, well, first of all, I don't have a dishwasher. I wash dishes by hand. And the dishes had piled up because I didn't make time to do them. And I called out. I was like, Maria, Maria? No one ever answered. My maid never showed up. And not that all Marias are maids, okay? It was just a name that I decided to use, and it made me laugh. And then I went on and did the dishes. So just looking for those moments, find those moments where you can give yourself a little chuckle. All right, let's get into the show. What was in my mailbox? Nothing. But I have faith. I believe that one day I will check the box and there will be something delightful in there, something like letters. I'm actually hoping that at least somehow, maybe one day, one of the clerks working at the post office kind of slips up and slides a letter into my mailbox. So at least I can feel like someone sent me something. All right. On to yoga news. I was so busy this week, I did not have time to get any yoga news together for us. So totally, please excuse me for not having that prepared. I can tell you though that if you don't have a half hour every morning to do yoga, don't worry about it. I don't have it. I don't. Actually, this week, what I did was I would just at least do a forward fold. At least just do that in the morning. Get the blood flowing in a different direction. Wake me up. So please, don't feel like you have to block out a huge amount of time to do something restorative for and energizing for your own self. You don't. It can take a few minutes or a few seconds even. Sometimes that's all we got. So please, do a head turn. But the best thing, I'm going to tell you, the best thing, what I do, is that forward fold. It's perfect. It stretches the hamstrings. And like I said, it gets the blood flowing in a different direction. So there you have it. We're going to call that the yoga news. Moving on. As I was saying, my 5-year-old taught me a life lesson. So what happened? The other day I was scrolling through Instagram and I found a post by my idol, my hero. Can you guess who that is? Oprah. To me, she's just like a people person on steroids. She's awesome. She's amazing. And so it's funny because in my household, we barely watch TV. Or at least I barely watch TV. So when the TV is on, it's typically a kid's show or a kid's movie or something like that. My son does not know typical TV programming. So when I got to her picture on Instagram, I thought, great, this is a wonderful opportunity for me to introduce my son to my hero. Well, this is how it went. So I show him the phone. I'm like, Cairo, come, look. This is Oprah. I want to be like her when I grow up. My son did not share in my excitement. He actually got really sad and he put his head down and he started whimpering. And I was so confused. And I asked him, "What's wrong?" You want to know what he told me? He said, "Mommy, if you're going to be like Oprah," I just remembered I didn't put my glasses on. Perfect. He said, "Mommy, if you're going to be like Oprah, who's going to be my mother?" I had to take a step back. First of all, I was feeling very sorry for my son, but then I started feeling sorry for myself and that I didn't recognize that I cannot be like Oprah. I cannot be like Angela Bassett. I cannot be like anyone else except myself. Not only that, but I'm sure as a part of that dimension, my son must have felt like perhaps I didn't love him enough to continue being his mother. I wanted to jump into doing something else. And that also hurt me. Hi, Hope. Good morning. Hey, Carolyn. Thanks for watching. So I guess you're going to have to rewind and go back. I was talking about the lesson that my son taught me almost at the end. But I'll go back very quickly. I told him that I showed him Oprah on my Instagram feed, and I told him I wanted to be like Oprah. I was excited because I wanted to introduce him, to my hero, my idol. I think she's the ultimate people person. And my son didn't have that reaction that I was looking for. He wasn't excited at all. He actually put his head down and started whimpering. And when I asked him, "What's wrong?" I know, Carolyn. I may have to do this at a different time. I'm finding that this time may not be, working for everybody, but it's okay. We're like the fourth show in. We'll figure this out. We're going to figure it out. But he started whimpering, and I was like, "Well, what's wrong?" And he said, "Mommy, if you're going to be like Oprah, who's going to be my mommy?" And it just melted my heart. And I was saying that I'm sure, like, within that emotion, he probably felt like I didn't want to be his mother. I wanted to be this other person. So I had to dispel that immediately. Let him know, like, "No, I love you. I'll always be your mommy." And then to myself, I had to check myself. Tameka, he's right. You cannot be Oprah or anyone else. You got to be yourself. And whatever your life is what your life is. Huge life lesson. Yeah, it was, I mean, if we listen and pay attention to our kids, they will remind us and tell us some things that will uplift us and help us to be better parents. So I appreciated that moment. I hope that has helped you become more aware, right? And anxious to have to spend more time with your kids and listen to what they're saying and to what they're not saying. Yeah. So I have to get going with my day. Remember that speech I was preparing for my job? I have to deliver that today. I'm still not looking forward to it. I can't wait. Today, I really cannot wait until I get to pick up my son from school and see him, because I'll know at that point I would have done the speech and it's over and done and I don't have to think about it anymore. Balancing being a mom. Oh, yes. Yeah. It's super duper challenging. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it leaves me speechless. How do we do it? How do we do it? It's by the grace of God and our pure desire to live a fulfilling life. I think if we don't have that desire, we're doomed. Because when you have a desire to live a fulfilling life, no matter what your circumstance is, you'll find a way, right? I know we've all faced some times in our lives where we're like, oh my gosh, like this is a horrible time in my life, but we pushed through. That's what separates us from others. Some don't push through, and that's unfortunate. And I'm hoping that at some point I can help uplift them so that they don't have to go through that. Good luck. I'm sure you do it. Oh, thank you. I love you guys. You're so supportive. So we're just going to stick with it and see what happens. So I got to go practice for this thing at my job. I am looking forward to seeing my son. What are you looking forward to? What's happening for you today? You're looking forward to cooking a nice meal. I hope you had a happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. And again, just find those moments where we can make a joke, laugh. Yes, he does give us all that we need. I heard a TED Talk. Oh, seesaw. Some days work takes priority and some days kids. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I like those TED Talks a lot. They're very insightful and reflective. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So I will see you next Thursday. Of course, I'll try to reach out in some form between then. Hopefully I don't have this is probably a perfect example, Carolyn, right? So my week this week was super duper busy with stuff for work and my business, and I didn't put a lot of focus on him. But that heart project helped me sketch out at least a few minutes where I would sit down with him and say, I love you because, and we would finish it together. So I'm so happy that I was able to do that heart project with him, especially during this week because I was really busy and I would have probably struggled to find time to give him, to make him feel that love and reassure him. I hope you had a happy Valentine's Day. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'll keep you posted on anything that's, I'm doing that's like groundbreaking. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.